So I don't know if you guys caught this, but last Friday, the Daily Wire's Matt Walsh hosted a rally in Nashville to end childhood mutilation, and more specifically, ending the medical transitioning of minors. Left-wing groups showed up and absolutely lost their minds. We're going to dig into this in just one second. You guys, welcome back to my not-so-new in-studio segment. If you are enjoying this segment, please let me know down in the comment section below. And before we get started, if you guys want to support my work, remember I am completely independent. So if you'd like to support my work for as little as 1 cup of coffee per month, head on over to jamesklug.com/members and consider becoming a monthly member today. That directly helps me stay afloat and continue to go out, make videos, talk to people out in the street and everything like that. And also, you guys can also now hit that join button below this video if you just like to do it on YouTube as well. Let's jump into this article, starting with Post-Millennial. Breaking, huge Nashville crowd rallies to end childhood mutilation. Far-left counter-protesters melt down. And look at these people. We had Turning Point USA's Frontlines crew on the ground that consists of Drew Hernandez, Kalen, Sav Says, and what's Kalen's handle? From Kalen, and then Sav Says, Savannah Hernandez. They did an amazing job covering this whole rally because they really just gave us like an entire year or possibly memes for the next decade. Look at these two people just right here. I'm pretty sure this guy right here, there's no way that that's not a non-binary Ethan Klein. We'll make fun of these people in a second. They really lost it. Unhinged far-left protesters were in attendance at the rally to end child mutilation in Nashville, organized by the Daily Wire's Matt Walsh and featuring Tulsi Gabbard, Landon Starbuck, Colin Wright, and Chloe Cole. Now, I actually met Chloe recently, and she'll be, I'm not sure if she'll be in my video that's dropping this week on pushing back against medical transitioning of minors, featuring Billboard Chris, but she was there, and I had the pleasure of meeting her. That is a detransitioner, and she's doing an amazing job traveling all over the United States, speaking out against minors, changing or medically transitioning their genders. Among others, the event was intended to call attention to the increasing problem of medicalized gender transitions for children. Police confirmed to the Daily Wire that there were about 3,000 people in attendance. The vast majority of those people were in support of ending sex changes for children. Good. Let's pause on this really quick. What are these counter-protesters counter-protesting? It's a different conversation if we're talking about pushing back against people medically transitioning their gender over the age of 18 or 21, let's say, or 25, let's say, just as an adult. It's a different conversation. We're talking about children, and these people are showing up to fight for parents' rights to abuse their children. Real winners. As Cole tried to speak about her personal experience going through gender transition and coming out the other side, activists screamed, "F you, fascists." Turning Point USA contributor Drew Hernandez documented the protests. Cole continued to speak despite the protest, curses, and name-calling. I want to show you guys a few of these videos because they are just shocking. I'm going to play the audio on this one. I might cut out the audio on the other ones only because it will take me all day to censor the amount of swear words. These people are absolutely melting down. And keep in mind, during all of this, they are melting down at a rally to end child mutilation. Stop cutting into children's bodies. No delaying or stopping puberty so if they change their mind, they can't have kids anymore. These aren't controversial stances at all. From a tweet from Drew Hernandez. Insane. Quote, "F you, you effing white cracker. You will die alone and you will burn in hell." Protesters have appeared to protest Matt Walsh's event. We'll play audio on this one. Check this out. Look at this nice lady that Ginger Harry Potter's just screaming at.
You look like you got your teeth knocked out, Fascist! Nobody knows who you are and nobody cares, and you will die alone! You will die alone and you will burn in hell!
Wow, good for this lady. Look at that. You guys, I mean, first of all, that is a loudspeaker going directly to her face. And she's not saying anything, just holding a sign right there. What the craziest thing right here, or one of the crazier things, you effing fascist, right? We're going to show up. We're going to intimidate. We're going to silence you. They show up at all these, Antifa shows up at any sort of rally along the lines of, you know, trans issues, drag shows for children, whatever it may be, defending those people. And calling you a fascist for sitting there and just saying, I don't think it's a good idea to cut into the body of children that can't consent to medical transitioning because they're freaking children. It's nuts. All right, let's go to another one. What else we got? No audio. Yeah, I'll be here all day censoring stuff. Let's see if how is this one? Right, we got the peaceful Antifa all geared up. You know, they go with armored gloves because they're there to be peaceful, of course. Why else would you have armored gloves, right? Faces covered, very conscious about COVID. All right, let's get another one. Okay, so you guys can assume what they're saying right here. They show up. There's detransitioners speaking at this rally. Detransitioners telling their story, and these people are showing up saying, F you fascists, shut up, stop talking about this. These children can consent to top surgeries. A lot of them deny that these surgeries are even happening as well. Yeah, they look very healthy. Super, super healthy. Now, I think a reasonable thing... I think a reasonable thing to... okay, one more. We got off-brand Matt Walsh right here.
He hates women, he hates children, he hates trans.
That's a little mean. He's doing a good job down there, respectfully having a good conversation.
He hates queer people. He's a far-right lunatic propagandist. If you support anything he says.
Right, this person, they look like they have not been indoctrinated by any propaganda. They look perfectly healthy. So it's reasonable to look at this and say, okay, dude, James, these are obviously crazy people that are resisting. The only people pushing back on this narrative from these conservatives are just crazy left-wingers. I will tell you right now, the movement is much bigger than just these crazy Antifa, seemingly incredibly unhealthy individuals. We have right here, YAF, the University of Wisconsin-Madison, pretty prestigious school, Memorial Union, which honors veterans, has been vandalized ahead of Matt Walsh's screening of What is a Woman Tonight? Spray painting at the school. Any college that Matt is going to speak at, screening his What is a Woman documentary, there have been very, very aggressive protests countering him showing up. They seem to be getting worse, such as vandalizing property, people screaming, screeching at the top of their lungs. But look, okay, sure, fine. This is all just random crazy people doing crazy stuff. What's the official position? We'll skip past this. What's the official position of the United States on this issue? This is where it gets a lot more serious. This, what's this person? Dylan Mulvaney. Dylan Mulvaney over the weekend ended up interviewing President Joe Biden, asking him, basically, actually, we'll play the video right here for you guys.
Do you think states should have a right to ban gender-affirming health care?
I don't think any state or anybody should have the right to do that. As a moral question and as a legal question. I just think it's wrong.
Gender-affirming healthcare. This is very common. You guys are obviously familiar with this. Making up some catchphrase to avoid talking about what you're actually talking about, because what you're actually talking about is disgusting. Joe Biden says it's wrong for states to ban sex reassignment surgery, and puberty blockers for kids. Libs of TikTok retweets it saying, just so we're clear, the official Democratic Party position now is that puberty blockers and sex reassignment surgery for kids is good and should be defended. It's immoral to fight, to resist against this. Children can consent to medical transition because they're capable of making this life-altering decision, is the argument. We have Chloe, a respond tweet from Chloe right here, Chloe Cole, who we just talked about. She responded saying, to extend your point further, this is currently the official position of the United States of America. That's absolutely true. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I wanted to pull up a previous video I did. Should children be allowed to transition their gender? We did this and posted it March 18th, 2020. And the reason why I want to pull this up is because if I tried this video, let's say 2018, even 2020, it would have been way more difficult. Even in liberal Los Angeles, I was in Hollywood for this video, it would have been incredibly difficult. And I believe while I was with Newsmax for a little bit less than a year, I believe we did try this in 2021, and it was very difficult. In 2022, it was incredibly easy to go around for a couple hours on Hollywood Boulevard talking to, we don't try to talk to like drug addicts. We talk to youth, we talk to middle-aged people and get their takes. People that look relatively put together for Los Angeles. And this is just this is a couple responses, but I wanted to fixate on this guy right here. Not these ladies, the next one.
With parental consent, I think that conversation can happen at any time. But without parental consent, I think that, current HIPAA laws kind of set the stage. I think 13 is where it's at.
So you disagree with that? You think that they should be...
13, they can start medically transitioning. A 13-year-old. You can't... In most movie theaters, you couldn't even go to a rated R film with a parent. Or in many. Probably most. You obviously can't drink. You obviously can't get tattoos. You can't do any of these other potentially life-altering decisions, but you can medically transition your gender.
14 and up.
14 and up.
Yeah.
If a child tells you, this is who I am, the parenting phase is kind of over. You're just a facilitator at that point, And if they say that that's who they are, you kind of have to let them take the lead.
Where does...
Right. It's the parenting is over at the age of 13 or whenever. If they're deciding with parental consent, it can happen whenever. And if your little Timmy is saying that, hey, I'm a boy or I'm a girl, the parenting phase is over at that point. Let them take the lead. Now, when I heard this in March, I thought that this was absolutely insane. So did a lot of people in the comments, obviously. But like I said, if I tried this video in 2018, would have been almost impossible. Probably would have gone home without a single person saying, yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. In this video, we found a lot of people that said it was absolutely okay. And this guy's response right here of let them take lead. They know what they want. Go for it. Let them be who they are. It's inclusive for you to allow your child to cut it into their body and make life-altering decisions. It's inclusive to do that. Well, that argument has become, obviously, it has become mainstream to where the President of the United States is now saying it's wrong for states to ban sex reassignment surgery and puberty blockers for children. That's how serious this has become. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. Also, I'm trying to get more people to hit the bell notification button because we want as many people to watch these videos right when they're uploaded because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. So if you haven't hit that already, please hit that bell notification button. But you guys, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.